Vladimir Putin's trillionaire lifestyle. Vladimir Putin was the president of Russia from 1999 to 2000. After Boris Yeltsin resigned, and he is presently serving his fourth term as president of Russia, 2000 to 2004, 2004 to 2008, 2012 to 2018, and May 2018 to the present. In addition, Putin held the position of prime minister for 3 months in 1999 and an entire term from 2008 to 2012. He has participated in both the United Russia and Unity parties while serving as president. He is also a member of the People's Front, a coalition of supporters that Putin set up in 2011 to strengthen United Russia's standing among the populace. Sometimes referred to as Putinism, his political philosophies, objectives, and practices. Throughout the bulk of his presidency, Putin has experienced strong domestic approval ratings, except for 2011 to 2013, which is probably because of the 2011 to 2013 Russian protests. Hello everyone and welcome back to Luxe Life. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on the world's richest personalities and their lifestyle. With that being said, let's get started. He was ranked first in the Time 100 list of the top 100 most influential persons in the world in 2015. He was ranked first on Forbes' list of the world's most powerful people from 2013 through 2016. During the early years of Putin's rule, Russia's economy and standard of life both expanded quickly, partly due to a boom in the oil sector. But in 2015, there was a recession and stagnation that has continued into the present because of falling oil prices and sanctions over Russia's annexation of Crimea. Political freedoms have been severely restricted, which has prompted significant condemnation from human rights organizations and the label of dictator for Putin. So is Putin living his life at its best, or do all Russian leaders live with such extravagance, and what will be the consequences to the citizen of Russia? The Putin administration aspires to be as powerful, aggressive, and expansionist in foreign policy as the former Soviet Union, since instinctively undemocratic, oligarchic, and corrupt national elites find that an appearance of democracy with parliamentary trappings and a pretense of pluralism is much more attractive and manageable than the real thing. As Simon Tisdale of The Guardian noted in November 2007, Russia may now be creating an international market for Putinism. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, is the owner of some properties. He is also said to have added a new 200 million euros, around 356.6 million Australian dollars, worth of a castle to his $1 billion, or around 1.78 billion Australian dollars. Real estate empire amid rumors he is one of the world's secret wealthiest people. According to the Russian publication Sobezhednik, the massive pile was constructed in a highly secure billionaire's village on the outskirts of Moscow and is completely shrouded in mystery. The hardman leader of Russia is claimed to be wealthy at around 160 billion euros, or around roughly 285 billion Australian dollars, and lives a life of luxury because of his enormous riches. But today we'll give you a virtual tour of his hidden mansion. The jailed Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny's allies fearlessly revealed the corruption scheme and provided all the information in the process, which led to the discovery of the palace a couple of years ago. The extravagant vast palace is rumored to feature its casino, helipad, church, theater, and other amenities. However, visual proof is difficult to come by. After conducting a comprehensive investigation, Alexei Navalny's team released computer-generated photos utilizing blueprints and furnishing catalogs. According to the group, Vladimir Putin's home on the Black Sea coast is 39 times larger than Monaco. According to the video, Vladimir Putin's hidden residence is located close to the Black Sea resort town of Gelendzhik in Russia and is encircled by a no-fly zone. The short video that Navalny and colleagues narrated and distributed features not only a sizable luxurious mansion, but also a grape garden, helipads, room with opulent decor, and a 260-foot bridge that leads to a 27,000 square foot guest house. A collection of images that went viral reveals that the large and opulent palace is home to an amphitheater, a greenhouse area, and a cathedral with Byzantine influences. The land is enclosed by a no-fly zone, and the fencing makes sure that nobody can get a good look at even the smallest aspect of the palace. According to Navalny, there is a church on the property that is the most guarded and secretive. Other features of Vladimir Putin's hidden palace include a winery, an amusement center, and a fancy theater. In the meantime, Navalny maintains the residence has always belonged to Vladimir Putin, while Putin continues to deny any connection to this hidden house. It was planned for the Flying Kremlin, also known as Russia's doomsday jet, to make its first public appearance in more than 10 years at the Victory Day parade in Moscow on Monday. Despite being seen flying low over Moscow in the days before the event, the enormous aircraft intended to shield President Vladimir Putin in the case of a nuclear strike that was conspicuously absent due to weather, according to Russian officials. The frightening Tu-96 Bear and Tu-160 White Swan bombers, both of which are equipped with nuclear bombs, were planned to accompany the menacing aircraft, which represents the pinnacle of Soviet-era military engineering. The Flying Kremlin is an Ilyushin Il-80, a redesigned passenger and cargo airliner produced in Russia. The aircraft is specifically made to safeguard Russian leadership in the worst-case situation. Although large, the aircraft has no windows except for the cockpit to provide optimum protection from hazardous atmospheric and weather conditions, as well as a nuclear explosion. With specialized communications equipment mounted inside a dome on its fuselage that purportedly shields it from electromagnetic pulse attacks, the aircraft functions as an airborne command post. Russia would utilize the aircraft in the event of a nuclear exchange to maintain a chain of command and communication for retaliation attacks or to transport soldiers on the ground. The aircraft may also be refueled in the middle of a trip, which extends its time in the air. According to Russian investigative journalists, Vladimir Putin's $700 million super yachts will need far more width than narrative to survive being taken by Western governments. Even by the oversized standards of Russian oligarch super yachts, the yacht, which is now docked in the Marina di Carrara on Italy's Tuscany coast, is enormous. With 6 levels of decks, 2 helipads with a concealed helicopter hangar, a spa, a large living and eating space, a swimming pool, 3 saunas, and an upper-level owner's area with a private spa, this boat is around 459 feet long. Super yachts have been one of the most obvious symbols of the enormous wealth of Russian oligarchs, and more lately, one of the more frequently seized. The 495-foot luxury ship is anchored at Marina di Carrara in Italy, and an unknown worker who was engaged in its construction described it to The Sun as like a tiny city. Numerous swimming pools, a spa, a sauna, a theater, ballrooms, a gym, and 2 helipads are available. The luxurious boat named Scheherazade, after the famous Persian queen from literature, was reputedly valued at 500 million euros, roughly $6.6 million US. Although insider sources place the figure closer to 750 million euros or $990 million. Putin also seems to have put his money where his mouth is. The Sun was able to secure photos of the true marine mansion, which has 6 stories of luxurious amenities. The amenities include a 15-foot television that spans 1 full wall, a 16-foot aquarium, and a self-leveling pool table so that guests may play even when the sea is choppy. Additionally, there are restrooms with gold toilet paper holders and taps reminiscent of King Midas, as well as a tile dance floor that can be transformed into a pool. According to The Sun, Putin's second boat is the other believed to be the only ship in the world with that characteristic. The watches worn by great leaders including Churchill, Biden, and Obama provide an uncommon window into the personalities that drive politics. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, is no different. Putin has one of the most diverse and expansive watch collections among world leaders, which is not bad for a man whose official yearly pay is around 72,000 euros, considering some of the watches cost more than his annual wage. The Turbograph, a $500,000 masterwork made by German timepiece Allonge & Son, appears to be the crown gem. It has a platinum case, gold-plated arms, sapphire crystal glass, and a hand-stitched strap made of crocodile skin. On May 12 of this year, he can be seen in the video wearing the watch. Putin is also seen wearing an $18,000 Patek Philippe Calatrava, a $10,000 Blancpain Le Mans Flyback, a $10,000 Breguet Marine, and a $10,000 Blancpain Le Mans Aqua Lunge Grande Date, and a $60,000 Patek Philippe Perpetual Calendar. Boris Nemtsov, a former prime minister and leader of Solidarity, mockingly commented on a blog on Thursday, "Putin, it seems, did not eat or drink for 6 years to obtain this collection." Putin has even been known to suddenly give away the pricey timepieces off his wrist. He gave a Siberian youngster he met while on vacation in August 2009 one of his watches, identified in a video as a blank pane valued at about $10,500 US. In September 2009, he threw a similar watch at a bewildered manufacturing worker, and in the footage from August 2010, he can be seen throwing another blank pane into wet cement at a building site. So, what are your views on this? How can Putin make his power stronger? And how does what he do influence people? This brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching, then do like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insightful content from us. And we'll see you on the next one. Until then, peace.